Hey guys, here aka Gene. In case you guys don't know already, I was able to get into contact with one of the Rockstar devs to give feedback and suggestions for future content and ideas for DLCs, as well as improvements for the existing game as well. And of course, voicing out your requests as well at the same time. And of course, in case you guys weren't there yesterday, I was doing a little sort of live stream where the dev was actually there in the chat answering the questions from you guys as well. So that was pretty awesome. So because of this, you know, I've got a lot more information that I've gathered from him that I'm allowed to talk to you guys about, and that is confirmed to be you know, sort of content for future of GTA 5 right after the release of Heist, which they're currently working on as we speak. So Heist is going to be released sometime around end of spring, so sometime around end of June. So expect to see that. Hopefully everything goes down well with that, you know, no sort of flaws or exploits for that particular side of things, so everything can be moving on swiftly to the other content, which, you know, we hope to expect to see with the information that I'm going to provide today. So it's all exciting stuff. But before we move on to the information that I've got for you today, I wanted to say first of all that GTA 5 is most likely, I'm 90% confident that it's going to be moving on towards the PS4 and Xbox One, because as we speak, with all the sort of suggestions that they're receiving, it's sort of a sign and indication that they've got big plans for the game. Because as I was speaking to the dev, he himself told me that everything right now that you're playing on multiplayer is currently under beta, so everything, there's a lot of things currently broken with the game, and I'm sure they're planning a lot of things for next gen. It's just, you know, typical signs that you'll see, because one thing, and I'm sure Rockstar will know and expect to see that, you know, a lot of big, huge titles are sort of being released on next gen at the end of the year. So it wouldn't be a surprise for me that they're going to be bringing out GTA 5 for next gen as well at the end of the year. So anyway, because of that, today I've got some awesome news about, let's get right into the information actually. Awesome news about the speedometer that's going to be added as a feature on specifically for racing, because I asked why not for just normal free roaming. That's because you know, not everyone obviously sticks into pretty much stays in the car the whole time. One thing they said, it's better off just specifically having that for racing, as it wouldn't really make sense for free roaming. So that's awesome, you know, adding a speedometer, which, you know, should be placed somewhere on the screen, probably on the right hand side or on the left hand side. Hopefully they give an option for that for player preferences, but I don't think they'll go into that much detail with it. But I don't know to what extent they will also push the detail of the speedometer itself, but it's just great they're actually adding it into the game. So that's cool. That was another highly demanded request. But moving on to another request, which is sort of a game type that I personally requested, along with a few other peeps that I play with also suggested this. It's sort of like, you know, based off Midnight Club Capture the Flag. I don't know if you guys have played that game, but I'm sure, you know, your hardcore Midnight Club fans from back in the days would know this game type. Sort of a random flag is placed in the map, and you know, everyone fights for the flag, and once you receive it, it's sort of like a tag match where you sort of last one with the flag win sort of thing. Or it could be the other way around, where capture the flag is team based. You grab the flag and you got to go to your base, whatnot. With the car itself, of course, you can't get out the car, so you're forced to stay in your car. But yeah, the first thing I was talking about, you know, tag, where if you hit the car, then the flag is yours and you got to run away from whoever else is chasing you. That's, you know, something that we suggest, and Rockstar really like the idea of that game type, so they're really gonna sort of discuss it in the next sort of meeting they're gonna have. That's absolutely amazing. Now at the same time, there's a lot more coming in. So I was talking a little bit about drifting, you know, sort of the mechanics they can add into that. One thing they said about that, first of all, I suggested a game type specifically for drifting, sort of a game type forcing people to drift, you know, specific tracks added. They said that's a nice idea, they'll think about it, but they also said, which is really, really interesting, is that there's a lot of cars right now that they feel that deserve a little bit of tweaking with the handling, and they're going to be adding more drift to the cars than what they have already. So that's a positive sign for a lot of you drift fans out there. So that's going to be awesome, because there's going to be a little bit more of cars, you know, more cars with drifting capabilities, of course, and even more to the extent of what we have at the moment. So anyway, now, moving on to hydraulics and neon lights, I also suggested that, and they said yes, they have going to be adding that to certain cars, only specific cars, that is, not to, you know, a lot of cars, but just specific cars. There's sort of neon lights going to some race cars, he said specifically, and hydraulics for most likely lowriders as well. So that's going to be interesting. But the final thing, which is, you know, really, really interesting, of course, a lot of you guys wanted this as well, and that's the custom decals and Vidoes, which, you know, they're going to be adding in Los Santos, which is actually exciting. I don't know to what extent, but, you know, like right now we've got custom crew emblems that we can add to the car. now they're going to be adding a feature where you can actually have custom decals. So that's crazy. I don't know if you're able to actually create your own under the Rockstar, sort of upload your own that you created for PNG version of Photoshop or whatever, and upload it to Rockstar Social Club. That's something I suggested. I'm not sure to what extent they're going to be pushing. Of course, the information that they provide is very limited to me and myself. So of course, the things they say, he said himself, it's quite simply, yes, that's a feature they're going to be adding in the future that people will be allowed to put on custom decals. That's simply what he said. So, you know, this is all exciting because there's a lot, as we know already said, with time and time again, a lot of potential for GTA 5 and the content they can add to the game, because the game is so big. And of course, I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to be adding all of this on next gen as well and dragging it all there, as it would be much easier for them to add all of this sort of into the game. As to right now, with sort of current gen, it's pretty difficult. As we know, there's a lot of things already broken with the game. But anyway, hopefully all goes well. That is pretty much all the information. So pretty much summarizing it real quick: capture the flag game type with cars, only drifting change and mechanics added, or sort of a specific game type as well, and more drifting added to certain cars. Neon lights and hydraulics, along with a speedometer, as well as custom decals. I'm currently live streaming right now, so come and check it out. Let me know your thoughts and give me some more ideas in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys soon. Check your sign out. Good night, peace. Yeah, thanks for watching. And potential ideas in the future for GTA 5.